I just love how we're all just kind of sitting in silence.
I was just enjoying the silence.
Just listening to the music.
Enjoying the spiffy tunes.
They're good. They're good
Yeah.
spiffy tunes. You know, Corey is one of my favorite artists.
I really know.
He is.
Why?
Because I think you're good. You're not one of these AI artists like Conley Solution.
You're not wrong.
Shows what you know. I just started using Suno myself.
What a dick. What a dick.
Yeah, before we went live, guys, I was showing them what I was messing around with on Suno, creating industrial music. Anti-government propaganda.
Corey's singing. Oh, by the way, does anybody know that we have a merchandise store?
I thought you told everyone to shut up because Corey's singing.
You're right. I need to shush.
Indeed.
Never thought we'd live to see such a thing. Join the Diggs division now as we ride that way from the meltdown. Comics division. Nick Weiser. Culture Casino.
Yeah.
From the meltdown. Brahma Bull. Tom Connors. Talks a lot. Ride that wave from the meltdown.
Excuse me, we'd like you to have this flower.
Excuse me, sir, would you... Donation to the Reverend Moon? Jews for Jesus? Read about Jehovah's Witness? How about Buddhism? Help Jerry's kids? Oh, yeah. Scientology? Or nuclear power?
This movie should never be remade. Just throwing it out there.
You're too late.
Penis, gagging you with entertainment.
Is it doing the thing? That messed up my headphones. That was dumb. Hello, folks. Welcome to Monday.
What? Did you
And
rip
we're
your...
starting off strong.
No,
Yeah,
I was doing that turn of where you go be dramatic and whip the glasses off, but
Oh, so you did
The
your
news anchor?
the
Yeah.
Caruso thing.
yeah.
You're
Anyway.
like, Yeah. Well, you have to say a snappy line. Did you say a snappy line?
I did not have a snappy line other
you need a snappy line.
than toxic manfully retarded. Anyway.
Well,
I can get away with that. Him not screeching at me because he's not here.
Let me fix.
He's attending some personal stuff, and wish him the best. He's got some family stuff going on.
He's
in a good way.
He's simply the best.
Yes, simply the best.
There you go.
Yeah. Welcome to Monday, and hello, Southern Belle. How are you?
Oh, hey, I'm doing okay.
Good.
Yeah, it's been a Monday.
It's been a Monday. Yeah. It's been Monday.
I had to
that's for sure.
reboot several times. I know. I tried to get in here and try to get in. And I was like,
EV Mux is kind of funny like that sometimes. So.
I had that same problem.
Yeah, I don't have any problems. I'm good.
There's a loading bar that goes across the top. If you try to do anything before that loads all the way, then it screws everything up.
Yeah, it's this little blue line, and it goes beep, 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 boop.
Sometimes slower than other times.
Yeah, but it still does the boop, beep, 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 boop.
I just love the sound effects that culture includes. Before we get going, folks, let's hit the super chats that have come in before we went live. Roll the register for $10 says, this isn't an own for KKK. It's the opposite. Take away the woke exercise. You are left with the alternative that is KK is incompetent. I don't believe this for a moment. This is just a poor cover story. Yeah, I was reading the article, and it sounds like a load of shit. Yeah.
Well, a lot of things in life now.
Yeah. It was. I had a good laugh. TGV Monster for $2 says, hi, comics, and everyone, happy Monday. Happy Monday to you, sir.
Parade wave.
Jeez, culture. Pete O'Shea's Helicopter Tours for $2. Mr. Producer, cue the Forces female picture.
Oh.
Yeah.
This one? That's not it.
No, that's not it. And
did I hit it?
It only played on our side. The audience, I don't believe, saw it.
Oh, how do you Tox? How do you
click?
You have to hit the arrow.
Oh.
Sorry, sir. Doing my best.
Because Tox is not here, and I'm not a producer for
Sometimes
this show.
Your best isn't good enough. TGV Monster for another $2 says Ubisoft sure is taking a nosedive into hell.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely not helping themselves with this diversity leak that they had. I think it was the courting that kind of exposed that. At least he posted that on Twitter.
Well, Yeah.
Out of all the things that we have to talk about, what do you guys want to start with first? Do we want to talk about the death of Wizards of the Coast?
Wow, so much stuff died this last week. We lost WOTC. We lost the Hammer. No more Hammer time.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
MC Hammer died?
No, Warhammer.
Oh, that. Okay. It's like...
Yeah.
Why don't we make Corey choose since he has to leave first?
Corey
has to leave in 45 minutes. So out of all of our topics, Corey, what are you the most interested in talking about?
I have to look at the full list. Hold on.
All right. We have Wizards of the Coast, the fact that the president has been fired. We have ScreenRant defending KK. We have Ubisoft declaring that representation is in their DNA. And, of course, there's the Warhammer stuff talking about the custodies and whatnot. And, of course, there's the Wolverine trailer.
Let's talk about the Wolverine trailer. Let's start with that. I like that.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. But we can talk about
wow.
it.
You're in for a treat. Let's go pull it up and watch it.
Yeah, show me your custodies.
Show me your custodies. Nice. Is that like code for show me your teats?
I don't know.
Are we going to EFAP the trailer?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we're going to have to, considering the music, isn't it?
I heard the music today. Oh, boy. Why are we doing this from here?
What do you mean?
All right, just play it.
All right, fine.
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere.
Sure.
Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Well, thank goodness we're past 7 minutes.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now. Look, lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick, so upsy daisy. Here we go.
Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40.
You don't want this.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking
Smile.
The funny thing is, I don't know. Do you think they're trying a little too hard because of the F-bombs?
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of F-bombs in this.
Well, this is supposedly their Red Band trailer, and right now I just feel like, the try-hard is going too hard in this.
Yeah.
I said that this morning.
I think it's to show everybody that, just because Disney's doing it doesn't mean they got rid of the adult in Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you also got to remember that, like, as Dearest points out in the chat, Deadpool's an asshole.
Oh yeah, totally.
So,
I mean, there's nothing wrong
so
with
is
the
Wolverine. So
yeah,
they would both talk like that.
Oh no, I agree. I kind of feel like that they were overcompensating with the F-bombs quite a bit in the trailer, though.
Well,
I mean, I think probably throughout the movie, it's not going to be a big deal. Quite frankly, it's been a while since I watched the first 2 Deadpool movies. I don't remember how gratuitous the cussing was. Not that I mind or anything, but I think you're right because of the fact that this is coming from Disney, that they're going a little hard in the paint on the F-bombs simply because of that.
Yeah, the first 2 were pretty good.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
forehead. I suggest you reconsider.
Okay, life is a mystery, and I have to listen to fucking Madonna.
Oh, come on. You don't like Madonna?
She's 412 years old, and now I found out she was an alien.
Well, it's only because of the plastic surgery, so she could look like an alien.
You don't know that.
Maybe she just reverted back to her original form.
She's one of the creepiest looking bitches I've seen in a long time.
I'm just saying.
True statement.
Yeah.
That just wasn't the right song to go with that one. I mean, I was like, I know that video for that song, and I'm just like,
I think it's kind of appropriate because it's Deadpool.
Okay.
So he's sacrilegious.
Well, I was going for just because it's silly and over the top, and this just makes it silly and over the top.
Oh, okay.
And at least it's not Wham.
Yeah, at least it's not Wham.
Wait, I love Wham.
I bet you do.
He likes getting wham.
That was from the first film. What is wrong with you?
What's up, Jose? He says she looks like the puppet from Saw. Yeah, you're not wrong, dude.
Put her on a little bicycle.
Yeah.
I want to ride my bicycle.
All right.
I bet you do.
Let me roll back. Look at that. Holy shit. It's Wolverine in a Wolverine costume.
Man, if only it wasn't like 4 million years too late.
Yeah.
But it gets better.
Pretty much. Oh, yeah.
It's a sleeveless too.
Yep.
I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Come again.
This Wolverine.
Guy, he still has it, man. I mean, I honestly miss Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Dude, he's good.
He is jacked in this trailer too.
Yeah, Hugh Assman does a great job.
Yep. Unlike Russell Crowe, who got fat. Not sure why I brought that up.
Is he in this movie?
No.
Well, I didn't think so. Then why are you talking about him? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because Russell Crowe was jacked in Gladiator, and then he was in the stupid Thor movie and was fat.
Yeah, he's a bit of a doughboy, huh?
Yeah.
And let down his entire world.
I just love that fucking punch the taint the claw.
that was a good hit.
That was a good hit.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
Third act flashback it is. OMG, he is so sexy. Oh my gosh.
But why?
Why Madonna?
Yes.
Probably because it's annoying as fuck.
We're actually going to dive into that theory over on Mr. H's HCast show tomorrow. You guys, I'm just saying. We have some thoughts. They're not kind. I don't want Madonna in this fucking film. Do you?
No.
You mean like physically or existentially?
No, physically. I don't want her people on this screen.
He just want to hear her voice singing to him.
I didn't want Taylor Swift either, but I'm sure we're getting that in the movie.
Who knows?
What's wrong with you guys?
I love the fact that there's a Liefeld joke in this about feet.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I
that
can't smell
actually
feet.
that was a well appreciated egg of Easter.
It was. We'll see in a second.
I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do.
Trust me.
Oh, there it is.
Liefeld's just feet.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Right
he
above where the
sucks
windows
at
broke out.
feet.
Feet and wrists, apparently.
Yeah, I'm just gonna draw a gauntlet over that because I have no clue what to do with that.
Yep. My other favorite too is somebody did a spoof where it's like Pouch Man, and it's like a dude that's literally just pouches. Have you seen that? That's pretty funny.
Well, that
Man.
seems like a Liefeld thing.
Yep.
Pouch Man sounds like he'd be a great sidekick. Carry all my shit, Nave.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, that was kind of his nickname for a while, was Pouchy.
Pouchy.
Pouchy. Yeah.
Pouchy.
well, comics is not a kind business.
Yes.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero. You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man.
Was he though?
Dude, he was really fucking jacked right there. Yeah.
he is.
Holy
That's what I
shit.
was saying.
Yeah. How old is he?
He's
what, like,
single.
what?
I started to say he's single and ready to mingle now.
True. True story, actually.
Well, I mean, if he stays that jacked, he's not going to have problems finding another lady half his age. So,
Man, this guy's daily must be nuts.
what was that?
Oh, this guy's daily routine must be insane.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Well, that and the drugs.
just real quick, he talks about it.
Drugs. It's always the drugs.
No, he's talked about it where, like, on days that they're going to shoot different scenes, he actually dehydrates himself.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the trick to bodybuilding is that whenever they go on stage, they're like massively dehydrated.
Yeah, like on the verge of death.
No water weight at all.
Yeah. Yep. I've known several
That's
people who have competed, and they have told me the horror stories of what it's like to compete.
That's
and,
dumb.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
The irony is that the whole idea that you're supposed to be at your healthiest, but you're not when you compete like that. It's pretty messed up.
For real. Anywho.
Soaking wet right now.
God damn, the fact that that looks. I can't believe they're now, after, as Gary pointed out, 24 years later, we're now finally getting this. This is such crap.
Yep.
Well, it took Ryan Reynolds, who actually cares about it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Put him in charge of the MCU. Okay, so that apparently is going to be the villain. So we're potentially going to have a girl boss.
Oh no,
Chemo.
for sure. It's Nova Douche Canoe or
It's
something
Madam
like that.
Chemo.
Cassandra
That's
Nova
what
or
that
something
Yes,
like
yeah. Nova bitch sausage.
that. Xavier's sister that he killed in the womb.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the speculation.
That was a good decision, by the way. No, it's not speculation. That's fucking who it is. It's Cassandra Nova.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Is
that's
she
Ant-Man's
standing in
dead body
solidarity?
she's walking out of.
Is she standing in solidarity with Jada?
Yes.
She looks-
Jada Pinkett Smith, yes.
Well, here's the thing. I don't care if they have a female villain. It's how they execute, right? If they pull the misunderstood, somebody else is really the villain all along bullshit, then fuck this movie. If they actually make her the villain, I'd be rather impressed.
Dude, and I thought they did a good job back in the day with Hela, making her like an actual villain, not some misunderstand bullshit. She's like, I'm gonna fuck this place up. And I feel like if they did the same thing here, not carbon copy, hopefully, but I mean, it would be pretty good.
Yeah, but you got to look at the time period when that movie came out.
I know.
When they could actually get away with having a female villain. Like Mama from Dread, man, she was a great villain.
Oh yeah, she was.
I mean, there was like nothing fucking redeeming about that character.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah. It's fucking amazing. I mean, if they do that with her, you know, that'd be fantastic.
Right?
Boys are so silly.
Okay, that's the first warning sign right there. Boys are so silly. I don't know what you guys' thoughts on that.
Is that her voice?
Context.
Yes.
I don't have any strong feelings one way or the other.
But boys are so silly. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, that's why you need men.
Men,
Yep.
men, manly men.
In tights.
Men, manly men.
All right, clicking
Can
continue.
she?
What's
Well,
that?
can she fight?
No,
I'm sorry?
She
Can she fight? I don't
she
know.
controls you.
Can-
It shows it
Yes,
in the
can she
Yeah,
fight?
yeah.
Do y'all know she?
Yeah, watch all of her amazing over-the-top superpower thing.
I mean, stuff that never saw Charles do.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
I actually think this right here is actually kind of neat. The fact that
Ant-Man's skull.
it is actually Giant Man's skull. Yeah.
It's his whole body. Those are his arms coming out.
Yeah.
From the chest,
That's
and then
sick.
it shows his hands later.
That's sick.
Yeah, that is pretty sick.
And we've got Lady Deathstrike there. We've got Toad.
Azazel.
Azazel. Yeah. There's
Oh yeah, we do
quite
have
a few
Lady Deathstrike.
cameos right there in that scene.
Yeah, I didn't pause. I didn't notice that. But yeah, I see Azazel, who they totally fucked over in the Marvel continuity, by the way.
Yep, Lady Deathstrike's on the left there.
Yep. Now that I see the claws, yeah, that's totally her.
And
Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die?
Okay, so this is the biggest problem I have with this as we about to see Cassandra Nova own Wolverine. But before that moment, I just want to say that I do not want a bromance road trip bullshit fucking film.
Okay.
And that's what this looks like right now.
well, first he's going to have to go through a whole bunch of Wolverine variants before he finds this one.
Okay. That actually makes sense.
Two rumored ones are Daniel Radcliffe and Henry Cavill.
Oh, yeah. Okay, those rumors. Okay. You're talking about the different... Yeah, okay.
Wolverine variants, yeah.
I'm going to go get a drink.
Do you want us to wait, Coulter? Probably not.
F no.
All right. So, yeah, that's basically her kind of puppeting Wolverine.
Makes him stab himself. And then
She's got some puppet master abilities. Like, that's...
Well,
she's
she's supposed to have, like, the mental powers like Xavier.
Damn it, the boss brought me a drink.
And this is taking place in Ant-Man's skull.
Yeah.
Which
Because
I
you see him
enjoy.
Go out of the eye socket in a few seconds.
See?
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
There's
Okay.
the skull.
Yep. I didn't notice that earlier. I
magic
thought it was just
circle.
rock, but yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, it is the skull.
Yeah, that's the eye socket.
Yeah.
Wong or Doctor Strange? I mean, who's doing the sling ring?
The other bald lady.
I really hope it's Strange, but you know, if Wong has the drunk bitch with him, I'm good with it.
Madison?
Yeah,
Madison?
Madison.
Two ends, but not where you think.
Oh, that's right, Madison. I'm definitely kind of getting the Old Man Logan vibe as far as setting is concerned.
I'm really starting to like question whether or not I really am going to enjoy the film vibe.
Well, that's why I said it's coming from Disney. You should remain skeptical. But we'll give our thoughts after we're done watching it.
Okay. All right. Oh my God, more Madonna.
It's not like it stopped.
Want to do some cocaine?
Well, This is funny.
It's the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
Actually,
What
the
about
only thing
Bolivian
about this
watching
is
belly?
Yeah.
Know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even forest bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes. But I can't.
That's actually where I have a problem with it.
What?
From what is rumored, there are tons of references to Feige just constantly poking at him, and that's not going to age well.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it
No,
may be
it
funny
probably-
right now, but it is not going to age well.
that dude's okay. First of all, Feige is living doucheweiser at this point.
I'm perfectly fine with them taking the piss out of Feige. I mean, yeah, you're right.
So
It's
am
probably
I.
not going
I
to
just
age
don't
well,
think
but
it'll age well at all.
yeah.
No, well,
It'll
fucking
date
what?
this movie.
Okay, wait a minute, Brahma, seriously, and I'm asking you this: what recent Disney bullshit has actually aged well?
Nothing.
Yeah.
There
Fair
you go.
point. It's a
Doesn't mean
very
you have to try to make it age badly if it does happen to be a good movie. I mean, I'm still holding out a little bit of hope with Ryan Reynolds.
yeah. I mean, he's the reason why the first two movies are.
Maybe once his private personal studio kicks off.
He is a
Well,
billionaire.
And he would have walked away if it wasn't going to be what he wanted it to be.
Probably. Yeah. All right. We do have some super chats that rolled in while we were watching this. So
Super duper. Yeah, we get demonetized every stream almost. Well, limited anyway.
well, I mean, it has been happening on Thursday. But Monday has been a thing, probably because certain words have been uttered, and the fact that we probably dropped F-bombs in the very beginning of the show.
We hit it pretty hard, and so the fact that you guys super chat us makes it so we can use bad language or adult language or whatnot. So thank you.
Yes, very much so.
Yes.
Jaffo for $4.99. I have a catchphrase for you. Culture Casino has a stinky poop butt. Indeed.
Okay.
I actually don't.
I already have one. It's culture likes the penis.
That's actually also not true.
Pinochet's helicopter tours for $2, and I think you protest too much, Culture. Can't believe Disney gave two white colonizers a lead. Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of,
I mean, it's, you can't make everything DEI all the time.
surprised they didn't stuff Zazie Beetz in this one.
Oh, by the way, we are so close to a story that's going to be great tonight. Oh, you're going to be hearing about this story for a week.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about it after this. Let's see. There we go. Pinochet's helicopter tours for $2. Notice Google had no problem with me typing that. Well, they're AI chatbots watching you, Pinochet. That's why. Jaffo for $4.99 says Culture's favorite song is "Lucky Star" by Madonna. He stands in front of the mirror where he breaks when he does the Buffalo Bill. God. Wow. Pinochet's helicopter tours for $2. Demand Deadpool beat transmission fluid or Gaza protest at Disney.
Actually, we are going to see multiple versions of Deadpool too, from the sound of it.
Oh yeah.
The dog that he has is Dogpool, and then
yeah, that's right.
They're saying that Blake Lively is probably going to play the female version of Deadpool.
Yeah.
So
I vaguely remember hearing those rumors too. Stitch for $5 says for demonetization. Sorry, I already dropped most of my daily allotment to Jay. Yeah, it's fine, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well, Jay's a good guy.
Yeah, very handsome YouTuber. Someone who
Tom with a raid.
What's that?
Tom with a raid.
Raid.
Incoming.
I'm not an ant. I'm not worried about that.
All right, Culture. What are your thoughts on the trailer? And I guess yes, really.
Okay, I have even more skepticism now than I did before the trailer. I'm very, very worried. I really like Ryan Reynolds' humor, but he needs to be reined in because there are times, many times, when he undercuts everything else that's happening around him just for the joke. You need to actually move the plot forward with story. And if he was given free reign, I'm worried. I'm also worried that it's going to be Cameo, the movie, based on all.
Isn't that basically all fucking Marvel product at this point? Cameo, the movie, Cameo, the TV show, Cameo, the something.
Recently. And look,
Cameo, the product placement.
It's like, hey, come see our movie, even though it's full of a bunch of garbage, terrible writing and ideas and bad jokes. That's what it is. And look, for what it's worth, Ryan Reynolds is one of those guys I really enjoy. But just for once, make a good movie. That's all I'm asking, Disney, Marvel, whatever it is. Just make a fucking good movie.
That's all we've ever been asking for.
Yeah. No, we've been asking for misogyny. Isn't that it? Misogyny and racism? Is that what we've been asking for?
Titties. Don't forget about titties.
Yeah, titties.
Yeah. Well, personally, I would love to see some meritocracy and titties. So,
well, titties is a part of meritocracy.
This is true.
Yeah,
I know where you can get that from.
How are you, Tom?
I'm here. How's everybody doing? I come in and y'all are talking about Deadpool.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Did you see the trailer?
He did.
I did.
What did you think of it?
I kind of go along with what Culture's saying. It felt kind of like a little desperation coming out of Disney. Like, hey, look at us. Look what we got here. Don't worry. It's going to be R-rated. Look, it's got Wolverine in it. Look, we removed his sleeves. Please come see this fucking movie before our kids starve. Yeah, by the way, did we say fuck enough?
Yeah, I know. That was the thing I pointed out too when you weren't here. It's like I kind of feel like they are overcompensating.
Well, there's a lot of gratuitous fucking in that.
A lot.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Indeed.
I don't curse a lot, but they do.
Corey, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it had a lot of decent, like, Deadpool elements that from the first two films, I would say that would be a good hook, but it's a Disney movie, bro. You know how I am with Disney.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate everything they put out because they're nothing but soulless douchebags. But I might pirate this one. I don't know. I'm not suggesting people do that, by the way.
Hey, I gotta
I'm not suggesting people go pirate stuff, but I'm gonna go fucking pirate it.
I have to ask you something.
Do as I say, not as I do.
As a musician, Corey, are you sure that the hook doesn't bring you back?
Not in this case.
All right, Bravo. What are your thoughts?
I'm still slightly optimistic about it. Like I said, I trust Ryan Reynolds. If they did give him, the ability to make the movie that he wants to make, then I think I'll enjoy it.
I don't have my sad trombone sound to go. Womp, bump, ba-da. I'm gonna, but okay, I'll shut up.
I mean, I picked out a lot of stuff from the trailer. I've watched the trailer a few times. I think between both trailers, the thing that I'm worried about is the TVA being involved because Loki sucked.
Mm-hmm.
But
yes,
if they kind of wrap everything into a conclusion that kind of ends that whole timeline thing, that would be nice as well. So we don't have to deal with that crap anymore.
Yeah, multiverses, I'm getting pretty sick of in general. I mean, in certain movies and certain genres, it works fine, right? It's one of the biggest problems in comics. It's the reason why Marvel went and collapsed stuff. It's the reason why DC went and collapsed stuff because it got really cumbersome. But yeah, I'm kind of done with this nonsense with multiverse horse shit.
Well, there's two things you can introduce into comic book movies that make it to where there are no stakes at all. Multiverse and time travel. And they've done both already. So what's the point anymore? Because you can always just multiverse out of it.
We used to have a multiverse. It was called fucking movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, you guys have realized exactly what you just said. They've crushed under the weight of themselves now. So they're getting to the point where they have to kind of separate these things again. It's like, yeah, dumb shits. Didn't you think that might have happened that way once you got too deep into this stuff? It worked a little better when this stuff was just ancillary and we knew once in a while you might do a team up movie or an Avengers film. Not everything has to have everybody in it all the time. And now you've built up the stakes so high that we expect Spider-Man No Way Home type cameos all the time now. So it's your fault for doing that too early, too soon, too fast. And now, to me, this is what this feels like, is a desperate move to try and get the audience back. But guess what? Doesn't matter. This is just an island of in a sea of piss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we've had nothing but shit before it. We're gonna get nothing but shit after it. So who cares at the end of the day? It doesn't really do anything but give us a third Deadpool movie that might be better than part 2.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't a big fan of part 2. That's about the best I can say.
That's all I'm asking of it.
Yeah.
Just
and I get it. And most people are fine.
I don't care about the rest of Disney's crap. I don't care about the rest of the Marvel crap.
But that's kind of what the movie's about, though, unfortunately.
I know.
And I'm trying to find this image here because they even dropped like the Coca-Cola advertisements that show like there's going to be a buttload of characters in this movie, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to shoehorn a bunch of cameos as much as they can. Because, I mean, at this point, it's the Disney Marvel way, right? Yeah.
Well,
Belle.
I think they're going to be killing the Fox-Men universe is the whole joke, but yeah.
Yeah. Belle, what are your thoughts on the trailer?
Well, I didn't like the music and all that stuff, like culture. But I would have rather had Wolverine to be at the first of it. Of course, that's the girl in me wanting to see, all buffed out, and then his claws come out. I mean, that was just like, whoa, amazing, when the claws come out there and stuff. So just present it like, here he is,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would be a draw for me as a woman. I don't know about other women. And then the other thing is that girl, I hope, one, she can act, and two, I hope she can fight. Because if she's a villain and she can't act and she can't fight, then it's over for me because, it's just a silly movie with a silly character, and it's just going to be all, I don't know. I guess the guys might like that, but I wouldn't like that. That would just be a turnoff for me.
Well, I mean, for me, anytime I see a female villain or hero being introduced in a Disney product, I instantly groan because I know exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And this isn't any different for me. Overall, I'm going to say I'm cautiously optimistic to a point. If Ryan Reynolds sticks to form, it could potentially be a great movie. Or maybe just a good movie. We'll see. But the issue is it's coming from Disney. And I honestly, I don't have any hope on that regards. So I fully expect it to be crap. I know I just contradict myself about saying cautiously optimistic, but
well, there might be parts in it that people enjoy seeing Ron Reynolds and Hugh Jackman in a scene together. I'm sure those scenes will go well because they're both good actors, and I think all those scenes will be more memorable.
Yeah.
But as far as some of the other stuff, the plot and where it goes, I'm just not sure. So I'm kind of
that's just it. I mean, is the movie going to be good enough to be something beyond a Funny or Die skit? Because that's basically what the Wolverine
probably not.
Is.
Yeah. I'm not going to hold my breath. When you get Hayden's super chat for $50. Thank you, Hayden. It says, you can use bad language. Well, I mean, as long as we don't do it in the first 10 minutes, we can use bad language.
We can say some bad words. Yeah. I try not to.
Here's one for the F slurs. He says, on the Geeks and Gamers website, there is now an article that explains a 10K foot view of what Bridge is and their goal. About 5-minute read. If you're interested, Jessica Lindstorm did great. Oh yeah, I have to check that out because I've heard the term Bridge, but I honestly don't know much about it. So I have to go check that out, man. Thank you.
It's coming in to be the new DEI.
That's the new,
is that the new term for DEI essentially?
Yeah,
it's Bridge.
What they're rebranding.
Yeah, it's the rebrand.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Not surprised in the slightest. I guess we'll probably be hearing a terminology shift rather soon in regards to that.
Oh, it's already happened.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about more in
well, after the whole vote thing with the thing we talked about this morning, culture.
Okay.
Where they're gonna people are suing for, like what happened at Harvard last year.
Because of the recent Supreme Court decision. Yeah, the fist of love is going to show up in everybody's lap soon.
Mm-hmm.
At least the corporate laps that dove deeply into the pool.
Yeah, maybe a cargo container ship.
Yeah, because they basically said, guess what? All this DEI affirmative action stuff, it's illegal.
Yeah, no shit. Who would have thought that discriminating hiring practices around race and sex is bad and illegal? I mean, who would have thought? Huh? Go figure. It's not like there was a whole thing called the Civil Rights Movement and an act that was passed that had something to do with, making sure that you can't discriminate when it comes to hiring people. Go fucking figure.
Go fund yourself.
Yeah, go fund yourself. The other thing too is that I guess these people are now realizing that those same protections apply to straight white men too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, go figure.
Well, they've moved.
You know, when everybody's
they're working on the Title IX stuff now.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying, Brahma? My bad.
I said they moved on from the straight white men. They're working on the Title IX stuff right now and just erasing women as, as a thing. So,
yep.
That's not
without going into things.
Well, Title IX has its own issues too, because that's part of the some of the problems that we're seeing on campus. So I think getting rid of some of that Title IX stuff isn't a bad thing. The issue now that we're seeing is that it's basically opening the door for erasing women's sports. You're going to have biological males living with females in their dorms. I mean, it's what's going to happen is that they're going to lax all that stuff, and then a bunch of bad shit is going to happen. And there's going to be some massive lawsuits, and they're going to have to walk that shit back. Probably in the next 5-10 years, I would imagine. So
it's going to be sooner than that.
Changes. Oh, go ahead, Culture.
No, it's going to be sooner than that, and I think you're probably going the same place I was, Brahma. Yep. That's already happening in other countries when they adopted all this, pseudoscience stuff when it comes to reassignment of things and confirming and affirming things and all that other stuff. You have to be careful because we can't use certain words. But
right.
Other countries are like, this isn't working out well.
Dearest is right on this one. Title IX made the Me Too movement possible. And it basically a lot of things where you'd have people hooking up one night stands and then somebody can claim basically regret it and then basically blame the other party. This is the thing that's gotten so crazy with Title IX is that if the dude gets a whiff that the girl is going to basically Me Too him, he can run there and basically blame her first. Yeah, it's pretty. This whole thing with Title IX is ridiculous. It has done a lot of fucking damage too. Like I said, it's not good, but what they're doing with it right now, I honestly feel bad for women, right? And this is where I'm like, I'm happy I'm a dude and not a chick, simply because at this point, and the people who are supporting this aren't going to catch on to it until it's way too fucking late when the stuff gets implemented. But they're literally going to watch basically the shit they fought for get absolutely wiped out because they opened the door to this shit.
Well, I mean, this is more a Wednesday topic, but the administrative changes that the administration made last week have already opened way too many doors. So now, to have any federal funding for any school at any level, not just college.
Right, that's what I was going to say.
Immediately, if a pronoun is misused, they can pull the funding from the school if their people aren't punished. They've also changed the protections for guys that were put in during the Trump administration. So if they are accused, now they cannot face their accuser. They can't see most of the evidence, and they get appointed, somebody at the school from basically the victim. I can't remember the
advocacy group or something.
The victim advocacy group actually represents the guy, and he's not allowed to talk to counsel. He's not allowed to have counsel with him. He's allowed to turn around and ask questions, but that's about it.
That's so ridiculous.
They have made this even worse in the last 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe a Wednesday thing.
Yep. Hayden says Bridge has already taken a lot of that stuff into account. They've normalized it so there's no challenges. They normalized it so that those challenges aren't pushed, and they have unlimited money. It's not going to be a battle like DEI. Interesting. Yeah, I have to go check that out, man.
Well, look, the Supreme Court is working their way through bologna sausage right now. So provided they don't end up with this new thing that we'll probably talk about on Wednesday, with a person that's in charge of the Supreme Court, which isn't in the Constitution. Boy, is that a load of bologna sausage. And again, it's because, the powers that be don't want fucking liberty, and they're trying to eliminate it.
Yep, as 100% true. Agmar says, I'm sure you saw the news about the grocery store that is getting sued for not hiring people with criminal backgrounds. Yes, I saw that. Yeah, that is ridiculous.
But it's happened across the board. It's called disparate impact. And it's because, guess what? Your past can be held against you if you do bad things.
Right, but it's racism to order criminal background checks.
Except that unfortunately, just because you're disproportionately affected by the thing that happens in proportion to the number of people that you are in a country, doesn't change the fact that those ratios are consistent. How about just be better people, whatever people you are?
Well,
right?
And of course, we all know this isn't designed to help people. This is designed to basically collapse the West.
Yeah, except that, you know what? The pushback right now is getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
So the lash...
We'll find out in a few months.
Yeah, well, hey, the lash is making the people angry.
Yeah. Just ask the French Revolution what happens when you piss off the people. Just throwing that out there.
I still think we should institute some of their practices.
Well,
I was watching one of Arch's videos talking about what's going on with Games Workshop, and he's like, "Yeah, let's just call them Games Workshop misogynist." It was pretty funny. He's like, "Yeah, if that's what they're going with, we'll just say, okay, yeah, Games Workshop is misogynist, yeah, and sexist. That's fine."
Misogynist or
why defend them? Why defend them? No, misogynist, not misandrous. He's basically using their narrative to beat them over the head with. It's pretty funny. Yeah. The Basco scenario. Hello, Guyscar. How are you? For 5 Canadian pesos. This is a Band-Aid movie. Yes. Even if it does great, it will not undo the damage they have done. 100%.
Okay. All right.
So, hang on, let me finish. They will need to do reboots. Yes, I have come a long way. Wow, man. Yeah, you really have, man. You really have. But you start waking up to, when we were doing that stuff with Onzo, right? I mean, there was times where you were siding with me on the points I was making about this garbage. So,
welcome to the light side of the force. But let me add something to that. So, tomorrow, there's a decent chance you'll see a video with me in it that talks about some of these things that are happening. Bring up the super chat again.
So if you need a good nap,
sure.
Not true.
Culture's dropping a video.
You suck. Anyway, right now Disney is in the hole to every other studio in the world, to the tune of a ridiculous number. I'm not going to reveal that. You're going to want to watch that part place tomorrow, because the video that drops is going to be mind-blowing. All I can say is Disney has not participated in the box office at all this year.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Not yet, at least. I'm sorry, were you wanting to address this comment, or was it something else?
No, that was it. I just wanted to... I did. That's what that fucking... I just talked about it.
I like turtles.
Oh, my God.
You're so easy to egg on, buddy. You really are. Corey, we have 7 minutes left with you.
What would you like to swallow in the next 7 minutes?
Wow.
Well, did you guys see that article about the unexpected outsourcing to North Korea for animations?
What?
Unexpected? They have for like 50 years, I thought.
Yeah, they're saying it was accidental. No. Hold on. Let me grab the article.
99% of all our animation has always been done in Korea.
Yeah, those are two different places,
North
right?
Korea and South Korea are completely different.
North, not so much West love. South.
Yeah, you got to be more specific there. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say they've been doing stuff in South Korea for a while.
Yeah, and then they shut down
forever. That's what I'm saying.
They shut down the Lucasfilm studio there, though, and said, eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah, ever since way back when we were kids, most of the animation we saw, they do all the key stuff here, and then they'd ship it over to Korea for all the actual grunt work, and then they'd ship it back here. Yeah.
Yeah, so North Korean server investigation suggests Amazon Prime and Max unknowingly outsourced animation for Invincible and Ianu to the harshest multilateral sanctioned regime in the world.
Wow.
Unknowingly? Like they didn't know where the fucking money was going? Like,
That's
he
what
did
they're
say
saying.
North Korea.
Yeah.
Wow.
So hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm
Like
working on dropping
like the guy with the bad haircut, that ill guy. He's illin the most, right? You know.
All right, I just put the article in
You don't recognize that guy?
private chat.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now.
He's Ronry?
And this is from CNN as well.
Oh, good Lord.
So you know this is going to be a big...
Yeah, just saying.
Yeah, that's where I
Documents
read it.
found on a North Korean server suggest U.S. studios may have unknowingly outsourced animation work. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
They've unknowingly been supporting one of the worst fucking places in the entire universe, as far as I'm concerned.
One of the worst communist regimes, yeah.
Like, damn. I came across that during my browsing earlier. Wasn't sure if you'd seen it or not.
No, I didn't. That's crazy.
Browsing?
Wow.
It's my browsing.
He browses. He gets around.
I do.
Round, round, get around. Corey gets around.
That wasn't what I was going with, but close enough. North Korean illustrators and graphic designers appear to have helped produce work for U.S. animation studios, unbeknownst to those companies, suggesting the unreleased episodes of a few popular American cartoons could include work from one of the most closed-off economies in the world. The revelation comes from a trove of documents recently discovered by U.S. researchers inside a computer server housed in North Korea. It's unclear how the files ended up in this tightly controlled portion of the internet, but these researchers who analyzed them told CNN they appear to have been the result of work that was unknowingly outsourced to North Korea workers.
How do you unknowingly do very bad things?
I don't know,
if you deal with an intermediary company that basically,
you mean like Nike?
Well, I wouldn't consider them to be an intermediary. God damn,
Oh
I
no,
can't
they
say
deal
words.
directly with China and the Uyghur Muslims. I'm sorry.
Intermediary. There we go. I can say words. They're hard. Words are hard. Words are hard, folks.
are hard.
But yeah, it seems like that could be a way of doing it, or they're just full of shit and they know exactly what they're doing and they're dealing with a communist country.
Right. So, yeah, it also goes on to talk about how Ianu, Child of Wonder for Warner Bros. Discovery was found on there. And yeah, I was thinking about covering this one, but I didn't have time for Dick's News tonight. So there you go.
Also, Invincible says documents include a series of Chinese instructions that have been translated into Korean. They call for making adjustments to the size and style of the animation amongst the documents. There's also an editing sheet written in English with specifications for animation work with Invincible printed atop.
So basically, the companies outsourced it to China, and China outsourced it to North Korea.
That would make sense.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
What you mean you cannot trust the Chinese?
Jeez.
Well,
there's Child of Wonder, like you're talking about. Okay, that's hilarious. That is hilariously bad.
Yep, and there, right there, it also says that their contracts specifically restrict and prohibit third-party outsourcing by the studios that they have outsourced to. So, I mean, maybe this will sour some relationships. Maybe it won't. Who knows? Maybe some Americans will get some jobs out of these assholes.
Probably not.
I doubt it.
They'll find another third world shithole to send the work to.
Yep.
That's right. I went there. Yeah. Anything you want to add before I punch you out?
No, not really.
I just want to say I'm grateful that you showed up and stayed this long, Corey.
Well, I plan on showing up some more and staying longer in the future, but I just need to make it through the next 3 weeks so school can end and I can stay up late like an irresponsible adult.
Right now, you're like the forehead of knowledge. Could you like position yourself so you have more of the screen?
Maybe some other time.
Okay, great. thanks for expending all that effort on us tonight, Corey.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Make sure you subscribe to Talks a Lot Entertainment on YouTube and on Rumble. I do have some fun shows coming up. Wednesday, I will be on Christian DeLorme's Vinyl Revival. That will be over on Rumble because YouTube keeps fucking him because he does music streams. So we're going to be over on the Rumble side, and we're going to be discussing bands from Boston. This is, of course, Boston, Aerosmith, The Cars, etc., etc. So make sure you join us for that discussion. I'm pretty sure it'll also be Pope Metallicus and my brain breaks on the other guy, but
that 70s rock
cool
fan?
So far. Maybe that guy too. Not the guy I was thinking of. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, stay sexy. And as always, have a wonderful time.
I'll punch you out.
That's not the usual line.
He didn't tell me not to get murdered, so that pissed me off.
That was
Tom,
perfect,
you're
Tom.
on fire, dude. Well done, bro. Love you, man. That was great.
That was great.
Gay. Okay, sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
This was great.
Great.
When did Brian get here?
He's not. Where's Brian?
I just heard his voice.
No, that was me.
No, that was me.
I do a great Brian.
Great.
Indeed.
That didn't sound good.
Book.
Yeah, just cut out the great and clip that.
Speaking of book.
What about a book?
Okay. All right. This was Retardo O'Clocko. The next thing we're covering, I have a video on this coming out tomorrow.
Oh, are you talking about this?
Fudge sickles.
Yeah. This article is retarded. So, allegedly, this is being made by a detractor. Allegedly, it is the detractor, is what I'm getting at. Which is funny because the guy's name is Baloney.
Yeah. There's no tractors here. This guy runs Puck Media. He was a long time. He's like a lawyer, so he could sue you. But he also like was a long time entertainment dude, bro. And
bro, dude.
Yeah. But I don't believe him.
Yeah. Okay. So Hollywood Insider, Matthew Baloney, I think the name tells everything right there.
I think that's
has insisted that Lucasfilm boss Kathleen Kennedy, often a subject of criticism in the Star Wars fandom, is no woke warrior.
Lies.
Pressing X to doubt. Yeah. Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy has come in heavy. Hang on, I'm gonna make this bigger so I can actually fucking read it. There we go. I can actually read it. Where am I? Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy has come in for heavy criticism in some corners of the Star Wars fandom, considering responsible for supposedly woke Disney projects. Even South Park mocked Kathleen Kennedy in a special called Joining the Panaverse. Now, Hollywood industry insider Matthew Baloney, emphasis on the Baloney, has directly addressed these claims, which he insists aren't accurate, as he explains in the Town podcast, which is 30 minutes. It must be noted that Baloney, emphasis on Baloney, is no fan of Kennedy. Okay.
Wait, go back up to the quote.
To the quote?
Yeah, there was a quote right there.
Oh, but Kathleen Kennedy is not the woke South Park thing was. It was funny, but it wasn't accurate. Within Disney, she's not known as the woke warrior. She's kind of she has to be convinced from everything I've been told. She's kind of has to be convinced to do stuff.
and make her name it gay.
How much convincing does it really take if she greenlights everything?
Not only that, but
acolyte.
Baloney is like overlooking all of the interviews that she's done where she's flat out said this shit.
Yes.
Right. It's not even from like people have heard or she was overheard doing this or no, she flat out says in these interviews like that's SNL story and all this other crap where her whole thing is like there's not enough women in diversity in Hollywood. That shit comes from her own fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Right. We're not making this shit up and other people aren't just speculating or rumor mongering. This is stuff we've heard her say herself. Right. Sure. Like the whole thing about the parks was from other stories and secondhand information, but I could still believe it. I can believe she was sitting there going, yeah, Luke Skywalker, that's for 50-year-olds. That's the past. We need to move forward. I guarantee you she said that shit.
I don't think anyone here or in the audience is doubting that in the slightest, right? I mean,
oh, no, I'm not even talking about that. And I'm not even upset. I'm upset at him for
well,
trying to
I know.
us as fucking audience at this point.
Well, that's right. Basically what I'm getting at is that this is not for people like us who know the truth, right? We've all read the articles, we've seen the interviews, et cetera, et cetera. This is for low information people who have no idea what's going on. Basically, this is normie bait. Going, oh wow, I don't understand what's going on. ScreenRant says this isn't a thing. It's for people who still trust the media, is what it comes down to. Which is sad. I want to get Jason Sandberg's comment real quick because this is pretty much on point. For $2, says they're rewriting history. It's exactly what they're trying to do.
Well, they know they've effed up, and I'm sure Kathy's getting worried, so I'm sure her people are putting this crap out there.
Yeah. So it must be noted that Baloney is no fan of Kennedy, and Kennedy's no fan of Baloney. She hates those kinds of sandwiches. But in his view, this whole argument is nonsense. If it wasn't for the fact that, as Tom has pointed out, there's tons of articles and interviews where she's being directly quoted saying this shit. So yeah, it's gaslighting. It's rewriting history. It is them releasing the new custodian manual saying there's always been women custodians. This is horseshit. He notes there has never been a female director of Star Wars movies, including the new Disney era. So fucking what?
Yeah.
Why is that important? There's been plenty of female directors throughout Hollywood. Just because it hasn't happened with a Star Wars movie yet doesn't mean jack shit. It doesn't mean that there haven't been female directors before. This is a nonsense barrier that they're trying to go fucking cross. It's dumb. I remember there's like this one thing that happened where it was like an all-female NASA crew sent a rocket to space. It's like, who fucking cares? Women have been involved in this shit for years. Having an all-female team doesn't mean jack shit. Okay, there are no barriers, with the exception of one, which I'll get to, that need to be broken. The one barrier that has not been broken that needs to be broken is having a draft for females.
Selective service.
Selective service. That is the one thing. That is the one barrier that has not been broken yet. Maybe we'll see it in our lifetimes. I have no idea. I don't think she's going overboard on the diversity stuff. Baloney insists. Have you watched anything that she's been involved in? I mean, did you not watch the Kenobi show where Obi-Wan Kenobi was not the main focus of his own show? Have you not watched anything? Did you not see the last Indiana Jones movie where it wasn't about Indiana Jones? I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah, like you have to go out of your way to make a bad Indiana Jones movie, right? Like, especially after the Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
Well, that even retroactively made the Crystal Skull a better film.
I wouldn't go that far, but I get your point. The funny thing is,
at least I can consider it to feel like an Indiana Jones movie of sorts. I can't say that about the Dial of Destiny.
Well, the thing is, you really do have to go out of your way to ignore this shit, right? And they cite like a few examples, but it's like, dude, you are like missing a shit ton of things. In truth, it's difficult to evaluate whether Star Wars is truly woke under Kathleen Kennedy. I'd argue it's just garbage at this point. Woke or not, it's not good. You know, and that's another thing that's being overlooked here is the fact that they paid a shit ton of money to buy Star Wars, right? They created 3 movies that broke $1 billion. Only one
You were
broke
right the first time when
2.
you were about to say cratered, not created. Yeah, created. Yeah,
cratered, same difference at this point.
I know,
but
I'm just being punny.
Yeah, but at this point, nobody fucking cares. I mean, the Star Wars brand is so fucking damaged now. If they go in and release, even if it is the Grogu movie next, it's not making $1 billion.
All right. Okay. I'm going to say something from the position. I can't reveal who this is, but I'm going to say this. There are people, showrunners in Hollywood that I have reach to that have said Star Wars and Marvel are damaged beyond all repair at this point.
No, it's because they are.
No, yes, but they're broken. They're effed, which is what they would say colloquially. But and they're not wrong. Star Wars cannot be rejuvenated at this point. You have not only have you kicked the entire audience to the curb under fucking Kathleen Kennedy's goddamn direction, you've also alienated the people that you brought in initially because they didn't get satisfaction from the shipping of Kylo Ren and Rey. So you've basically kicked all them in the teeth. And the people that were hanging on for dear life throughout The Mandalorian, who got wrecked at the end of season 2 because of some political bullshit and kicking out an actress that was very well beloved, you have now whittled down your audience to 15% of what it was.
I'm glad you brought that up, Culture, because that's what I think this is really all about. I was about to get to that. This has nothing more to do than she is scared, because guess who's going to be probably thrown under the bus during the Gina Carano case?
Lawsuit.
Yep.
So this is her setting up her defense of, I ain't woke. I was just going by what all these other fuckers were saying.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize firing her was going to be this big of a deal.
She could reach behind her, grab somebody, and throw them in front of the bus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because when this comes out, this is going to be the thing, is she's going to be the one who's going to be like, yep, she made the decision. But then she can go, well, I had all these people. I'm not that woke. I'm not this person that you think I am.
All she has to say is Pablo Hidalgo has always been an asshole.
Well, yeah. The 2 people she could potentially reach for at this point is either Pablo Hidalgo or fucking Wolf Boy. Blanking on his name. The guy who did Clone Wars shit.
Filoni?
Yeah, Filoni. That's who I think she's gonna throw in front of the fucking train. Because and again, who of all the people that have, sorry, I just want to say the only other person that we've had say anything about her that we know of this shit is Gina. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna believe what Gina fucking says over Mr. Baloney here. Yeah. I agree.
And because everything that she said that Kathy would do to you, we've seen.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. The other thing, too, is I don't think that this will get her fired because she is the Teflon CEO.
Yeah.
She ain't getting out of here. She ain't getting fired. Like I said, she's going to reach behind her, grab somebody, throw them in front of the train. They're going to get hit, and then that will be the end of it.
Except I'm going to offer up this idea that Hollywood demands a blood sacrifice. So they're going to look.
Well, that's usually children culture.
Oh, sorry, you're right. But in this case, they're going to look at the chum that is Pablo Hidalgo and all the story group, and then serve up the idea.
It'll probably be him and or what's her face that's supposed to be taking over for. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, not Tapanadadad, but no, the other one.
No, the chick.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember her name.
It's not Bigelow, but it's something like that.
Well, anybody who was attached
Catherine
to
Bigelow?
But it starts with like a B. I'm trying to think of her last name.
Anybody that was attached to Luminous is going to get kicked in the short and curlies.
Remind me what Luminous is.
Project Luminous was what gave us the Let's Get High Empire or something.
Oh, the Let's Get High Republic?
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still pissed about that. I don't know why.
I got to the point where I just don't give a shit anymore. In truth, it is difficult to evaluate whether Star Wars is truly woke under Kennedy. It doesn't help that the term is infamously difficult to pin down. What's that?
No, not Catherine Bigelow. That's the director. No,
that's
the
just
director.
The Bigelow.
Okay. I'm trying to remember who it is now. Sorry.
Is it Deuce Bigelow?
Male Gigolo? No, that's culture.
Yeah. Well, and the funny thing about woke, the reason why it's ambiguous is because just like with anything that the woke left does is they constantly change what words mean, which is the reason why the term woke is constantly shifting. The easiest way to describe it is what Kathleen Kennedy is doing is intersectional. Very much so.
Yeah, dude, this article pissed me off so much. I made a video on this thing. That's coming out tomorrow.
That's a big word.
I'm angry.
Indeed.
Did everybody
I've had enough of these people.
What about the T-shirts? The Force is female. Whose idea was that?
That was Kathleen Kennedy's.
And what if there's the emails out there that show it was her idea to have the Force is female T-shirts?
Well, I mean, there's all sorts of interviews you can point to where she talks about the stuff. So it's not like this is a secret, right? It's not like we're, as Tom pointed out, we're making shit up, because we're not. It's all out there.
I think Carrie Beck is who I'm trying to think of from before.
Okay, and often it seems to be a way of complaining against surface level changes that some viewers object to. Most notably, famous female protagonist, people of color. Well, the funny thing about it's like people aren't complaining about female protagonists. It's the fact that the female protagonists are written very poorly. The fact that these characters are Mary Sue's. And that's the issue. It's like, I don't fucking care what they look like. I don't fucking care what their skin color is. I don't care if it's female. Is it written good? Right? Or are you basically trying to diminish the legacy that came before it to prop up your new garbage? That's the issue. And I do have an issue with the alphabet stuff, because as I pointed out many times before, this takes place in another galaxy. Why would they have our same issues, right? Be it transmission fluid, be it the alphabet community. Why do their world have to mirror ours? It's fantasy. It's not real. That's the thing I don't understand. We're seeing the same shit with Warhammer 2, where they're trying to insert gender fluid into it. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like even in a post-apocalyptic setting, like with Fallout, that shit's not going to matter. Why? Because surviving is going to be more important than ideology. That's ultimately the issue with this nonsense. Anyway, for all that's the case, through the diversity that has been seen of late is surprisingly limited. Daisy Ridley may star in the sequels, but almost all other major Star Wars sequel trilogies characters are male. And so were the directors. And again, who fucking cares about the directors? The other thing, too, that I constantly have to remind people of is that Star Wars is a boys' brand. Are we all in agreement there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, again, there's always been females that have enjoyed Star Wars. Don't think I need to explain that. But the issue is they liked it for what it was, and you don't need to change it for women. That's the issue that most people have with what they're trying to force down. I mentioned before, I don't fucking care. Male, female, black, white, yellow, pink, whatever. if it's a well-written character, people are going to like it. And that's all we've been asking for, right? But of course, like I said, it's because we're a bunch of sexists and racists and istophobes. Yeah, that's the real problem.
And Holdo.
Yeah. The same pattern can be seen on the various Disney Plus TV shows. The Mandalorian is centered around a male character who is set to star in the upcoming Star Wars movie. I'm just going to call it the Grogu movie.
Is it about a male character anymore, or is it about Bo-Katan?
Well, that was one thing that I was going to bring up too, is that the last season certainly felt like it was more about Bo-Katan than Djarin. And as I pointed out, I've never been a fan of The Mandalorian. I found it to be very bland and boring the first 2 seasons, and the 3rd season was just complete garbage. A lot of the story felt like it was run through ChatGPT to get plot ideas, and I do have a video where I just did that. I actually put into ChatGPT, write me a story about The Mandalorian, and I list off certain things that happened throughout the season, and it actually generated a better episode than what we saw in season 3. It's ridiculous. But again, like I said, male-oriented franchise. Doesn't mean we can't have women in it. Doesn't mean we can't have strong, powerful women in it. But that's the thing. They need to understand that the audience, at least it was, because they basically chased everybody off at that point, was male. Obi-Wan Kenobi brought back male actor Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, and you also introduced a new character who was really the star of the show. While Andor stars Diego Luna's Cassian Andor. Again, I didn't watch it. I had no interest in the Andor show. Part of the problem with that is the fact that it's a story about a dead dude. This is the problem with prequels. Nods to the alphabet plots have been a matter of audience participation rather than reality within the popular Sabine Wren Shin-Hati ship from Ahsoka, seeming to be... I don't remember Shin-Hati. Who is Shin-Hati?
I don't know.
Shin-Hati. Okay. They fucked that up. It's not Shin-Hati. I think they're meaning Ahsoka, because Shin-Hati was like the same species as Ahsoka. I mean, double check. I'm pretty sure that I'm correct on that. Oh, okay, Shin-Hati. Okay, no, I was totally wrong. Shin-Hati was the poodle girl. The apprentice of what's his name?
Yeah, I didn't watch it, so
yeah,
I'm no good here, and I don't know where Tom and Culture went.
They're just muted.
I'm actually here. What do you want me to say?
Nothing.
I don't care about Ren or Shin-Hati or any of these motherfuckers. That was a dog shit show from beginning to end.
Oh, it was absolutely massive.
And I honestly don't care about Cassian Andor or Mop the Floor or any of the other bullshit in that thing. I'm like, I don't care. I know where the story ends. And that's the problem with prequels. I don't care.
Well, I think a lot of it too, when it comes to a dead character, not a lot of people can be interested. It's like the same thing with Black Widow, right? You know, they had the time to strike to get a Black Widow movie out in either phase 2 or 3, but they chose not to do it. Instead, they did it after she died, and it kind of made seeing that movie kind of pointless, at least in my opinion. So, anyway. Okay, that's where. Okay, the reality is probably a little more prosaic. Did I say that right? Prosaic. Okay. Then many critical parts of the fan base believe that Kennedy will is willing to embrace woke messaging when it hits the story. When it fits the story. Jesus Christ, my brain is like totally messed up tonight. When it fits the story, and she believes it will help an individual movie or TV show. Literally, that's what she's done in every single one.
But the next line is the worst.
Yes, but this is this is carefully balanced against business interests. It's no coincidence. Transmission fluid clone troopers. I'm gonna stop right there. One of these things is not like the other. Okay, so you have
Also, who starts a sentence with "but"?
Yeah, no, I do, but that's just me. I know you're not supposed to. You used to start it with "however," but I like breaking rules. Anyway, okay, so you have a group of people who are clones, and amongst these clones, some of them are going to end up developing transmission fluid issues. I don't get that. Anyway,
kind of goes against that whole "you're born that way" type thing. Huh?
Well, and look, and again, I mean, every single thing that he says in here is disproved by minimal research with Chris Rufo. You know, just in what was publicly made available to everybody not that long ago.
Yeah.
Look, again, I reacted to this today. It'll be out in a video form.
I think you
tomorrow.
killed everybody.
Thank you.
Didn't he kill everyone?
No, I think you did it. Like, this whole thing just went dead.
Oh, well, then let's undead it.
I don't know where Culture went. I don't know where Bell
I'm
went.
right here.
Brom and I are just sitting here.
Culture's here. Brown's here.
No, we're fine, Tom.
Yeah, I think you were right. Or whoever's says
Maybe
that
I'm
was.
just really stoned, and that second felt like an hour to me.
That could be the
very
case.
plausible.
Smoke weed every day.
Well, she does put people to sleep when she makes her presentations all the time with the next female lead. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's a useless spot.
That's basically it, man. Okay, Clone Trooper have only been mentioned in tie-in novels and movies or TV shows now. Like I said, that Clone Trooper with transmission fluid issues is fucking retarded. It's a clone. It's an exact copy.
Yep.
I don't get that. While Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, lesbian kiss was in the background and easily cut for certain territories. Then why fucking put it in to begin with?
Yeah, that's like, this is one of those moments where I'm like, dumb fuck, you are going the other direction than proving your point.
Yeah. Lucasfilm is fundamentally a business, and Kathleen Kennedy is a businesswoman. I would say a very poor one, but
bad.
okay.
Very bad indeed.
Okay. And of course, we talk about the Acolyte. Woke Warriors claim to the test. Yeah, the Acolyte is going to be fucking trash. That's all there is to it. It's written by a woman who is the former personal assistant to a man who sexually assaulted a lot of women. And I find it very difficult to believe that she had no knowledge of this.
He was convicted of that. You got to be careful on the whole heavy-handedness of that statement.
Yeah, he was convicted. That's why I said it.
No. He was convicted of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying it like it's,
So it's not alleged.
I don't think it's alleged, Culture. If you've been convicted of something.
No, it just means that the judge and jury were, on that side of the fence on that day. Do I sound liberal now?
Yes.
Thank you.
Anyway, the Acolyte coming out June 5th.
So this was all just an advertisement for what?
The Acolyte.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They went down and they said, "Hey, yo, I hear that your Puck Media thing could use an extra cash infusion. Yep. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let you write this article that's in favor of Kathleen Kennedy months after South Park took her to the fucking cleaners, shoved a giant broom handle." Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong, dude. This essentially is nothing more than an advertisement for the Acolyte.
Yeah,
coming out June 5th.
Yeah, well, and
on Disney Plus.
All I know is that we're going to help Matthew Baloney we're going to help him come to Jesus here. This is a come to Jesus moment where we're going to say, "Hey, Matt, understand, this is the very close personal assistant for years The guy, the lady, the person that made sure that his liaisons came off exactly the way that he wanted. Yes. Keep promoting that, Matt Baloney. Well done.
Oh, God bless Toxic Man Flu.
Yeah.
For $5, your Culture Casino is Kathleen Kennedy's half brother on her mother's sister's cousin, former roommate side.
And what makes them absolutely nothing.
You know, if you actually know where I got what I got about, you know, what's going on with Star Wars and Marvel, you'll shut the fuck up.
Pinochet's helicopter tours for $5. Y'all should be making 10 vids. Each of these articles that lie by omission. It's time to call companies liars as well as journalists.
Dude. Hey,
carrying
pay
water.
attention. Tomorrow, I may release a record number of videos. I have so much shit to cover. You know, look, and we're spreading it around. I mean, you're going to see it everywhere from Midnight's Edge After Dark. You're going to see it on Mr. H. You're going to see it on That Park Place, WW Pro. Comics Division is probably going to do some shit on this because this dude understands what's happening in the world around him. And, you know, Brahma's just going to go off and talk about hockey.
Yeah. Hacky. Nothing wrong with talking about hacky.
Just saying.
Brian McCann for $2 says, Ian, thoughts on Invincible TV series season 1, 2. I haven't seen it.
It's been good.
What?
I have not watched it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good.
I've heard that. It's one of those things. It's on the list to watch, but it's honestly not a priority. Tox to Manflu also gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Tox. I hope you're doing well. Hope your family is well. And he also says, for $2, you guys put Randall to sleep. It's honestly not that difficult, especially when Culver's talking.
What? He's Canadian.
That explains everything.
It does.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, so I'm calling baloney on baloney, and ScreenRant is just shilling for the fucking Acolyte.
Yeah.
Minimum.
No.
Minimum. Oh, wait. I have to play a thing. Hang on.
What?
What's that?
I got to do this.
Too late.
Oh my God, the cockpit.
There you go. No, because Tox is not here, and he would normally hit buttons.
Brought to you by Beach Punk. Check out all the deals now at beachpunk.us.
Do you need a hat or a shirt, but you don't want your wallet hurt? There's one place to go, and they got the funk fast culture casino. It's Beach Punk.
Beachpunk.us. Check it out today for your shirt and cock needs.
Oh my God, the cock.
Someone's got to plug the merch.
That's right. Tom's plugging things.
That's what she said.
Indeed.
Tom, that's the best like jingle for me I've ever heard in my life.
I'll make more.
What? All right.
Okay.
Cock.
Oh my God, the cock.
It still makes me laugh, dude. I'm sorry. It's like the Brahma's Spice Moulange balls. That fucking commercial makes me laugh. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we still have leftover Vegas merchandise. What are we gonna do with that?
Sell it.
All right.
I
mean,
what else can you do?
You can get this hat if you scan that code. You can actually scan that code will actually work if you have a phone that does those things. And then you get this hat, which is my hat, which is awesome. And like that's sold out. Like,
oh no, that hat's kind of sus, man. I think you should definitely go with that Comics Division one.
Well, and then of course this shirt. This is a shirt you will never see again. The Council of the Fellowship 2024. This is that shirt. You want that shirt.
Despite the fact that we still have like 6 of them in stock.
Yeah, but you're not going to see them again after that. When they sell out, and then like we're going to take a few more orders, and that's it. And look, I think that's a big deal. I mean, just me.
Oh, it is a big deal.
Okay, do we have more stories? Because boy, did I send you a doozy. doozy. I think everybody's going to talk about mañana.
Well, okay, let's talk about that one because I mean, we have stuff we can talk about with Warhammer.
You want to do the hammer? Stop hammer time?
We can, if that's what you want to do, or do you want to hit your groundbreaking story that you found and sent me?
It's not just a groundbreaking. This thing is breaking everything. Okay, so first of all, the story we're going to cover, it comes like because the person that's being covered used to be like super lefty. Well, just like no, okay, I'm going to be fair. He's just a regular classic liberal, and he has been disenfranchised is probably the way to say it. Let's cover the story.
I'm trying to. Okay, where did you send the link? Because I don't remember where you sent it.
Where I send it?
Oh no, I found it. Okay, it was it. Yeah, all right, got the article.
Yeah. Good luck. And
there's like 3 different fucking DM groups I'm in with you.
I know, and I'm doing a video on this tomorrow. So let's get this out there. Woo-hoo. Can you read it?
What drugs did you do?
Yeah, I mean, if you want me, I can.
Yeah, read that.
Okay. David Mamet calls Hollywood.
Hey, wait. You're ruining it because it's too small. The audience can't read it.
I was getting ready to.
You need to right-click it. There you go.
All right. David Hammett calls Hollywood's diversity efforts fascist totalitarianism. Yeah, it's basically what it is. Anyone who disagrees, fight me, because it is. It's fucking totalitarianism. The Pulitzer Prize-winning screenwriter provocateur criticized diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives as garbage, because they are, at an LA Times Book Festival event on Sunday. Good for him. We need more people in the industry calling this shit out, because we can point this stuff out. We can raise the stink. The issue is that it has to change from within the industry, right? We can bitch, we can moan, we can cry, we can point it out. But if the people within that industry aren't willing to change, nothing's going to happen. And there's several ways that can happen. Stop giving them money. That's one way. And that's what we've been doing. And the second one is people on the inside saying, I've had enough of this shit, which I think we're beginning to see more and more of. All right.
But it has to be specific people because, I mean, you've got the handful of actors that are out there, going against it, but they've already been canceled by Hollywood. So it has to be somebody that's still engrossed in it and gets fed up with it and, starts screaming on their way out.
Yep. Legendary Hollywood screenwriter David Hammett is no fan of the entertainment industry's effort to drive greater diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, in its ranks. DEI is garbage, Mamet told the Los Angeles Science Festival of Books on Sunday during his session with Matt Brennan. Okay.
Brennan.
Mamet, what's that?
I was just saying Brennan.
Brennan, okay. Mamet, who was on hand to talk about his memoir, Everywhere on Oink Oink, and embittered
dyspeptic.
Dyspeptic? What the fuck does that even mean? Okay.
Don't know.
Culture?
It has to do with digestion.
Okay.
And
told you he'd know.
It's
indigestion.
It's medical stuff. Yeah, I'm going to tell you something real quickly, because most people aren't going to know who this is. Mamet is not just a playwright. The guy is the best dialogue writer. There are only 2 guys, and they both were liberal, going back 20 years ago, that actually could write fantastic dialogue. They wrote fast banter. They specialized in it. Aaron Sorkin and David Mamet. And Mamet apparently has decided to exist in the real world, and he's starting to call all of this out. So one of the best things you could find in film form that he did, which I think is an underrated film, because it's an exploratory character study. It was a play. It's called State and Main. State and Main, like 2 streets crossing. And
so Goku McDuck mentions DI will never go away. Yeah, they'll just rebrand it like they already did.
Well, except that the problem is that anytime you do this, and when we catch on, you're going to go to court and lose. Eventually, it's going to be a losing thing. But keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
This is something I always bring up, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can hold the door closed for only so long, right?
We just keep calling it out, and then start.
Well, hang on. Let me finish my thought.
All right.
Because what they're waiting for is they're waiting for us to age out. This is something I've been saying since 2017. Yes, they can stop. This is what was happening with comics. Yeah, they can roll it back a bit when people push back. But ultimately, all they have to do is get the next generation. If they can get the next generation to buy into it hook, line, and sinker, they've won, right? All they have to do is wait for us to fucking die. That's all they have to do.
No, because I know what it looks like. It's not that case. It's what's being covered. But the wide adoption of this isn't necessarily there. There is a small contingency. You expel the garbage and call it for what it is, just like they did way back when. The blacklist and all that happened way back when in Hollywood. We have to get that cycle repeating so that we kick out the radicals, the people who are the bad influences. And we're going to have to do it across industries, not just Hollywood this time.
Yeah. Goku McDuck also follows up with says, thanks for listening to me. But this is affecting the whole world. Yes, it is. Great. Absolutely.
We know that, bro.
Yeah. That is. We are under no illusions that it's not happening. All you have to do is look at what's happening in London and in the UK.
Yeah.
Look at the laws that they're just passed to where if you intentionally or unintentionally misgender somebody, you're going to go to prison. That's fucked up. We don't have that here yet, and hopefully we never will. But it like with all things, it's only a matter of time. It's the push for global communism. Really, I mean, it's a push for global authoritarianism.
Yeah. Oh no, it's a totalitarian ideology that we've been fighting this whole time. We've been talking about it. We can call it what we want. For me, it's neo-Marxism.
Well, that's exactly what it is, really.
Yeah, and it leads down the whole pathway. It's just a different form of totalitarianism. All isms outside of an economic system model are, because none of these are socioeconomic models. They're not economic models.
Yep.
None of them have ever borne out in any way to produce anything. In fact, all they produce is misery, hardship, and death.
Yes, that's exactly it. Not just the U.S. Here in Mexico, we are getting affected too. Yeah, I mean, and you got to push back.
And that's what we do.
That's all you can do is push back at this point.
Yeah, and look, I mean, like R.M. Briggs, right? Raquel Briggs, one of the smartest people that I know, a very well educated, incredible writer and educator, is pushing back on it, saying the attention economy is the problem. Because when you have these vehicles like TikTok and things like that, they're able to, with zero evidence, spread ideological talking points in moments. Because the argument has always been a lie can spread halfway around the world while the truth is putting its fucking pants on.
Yeah. I've heard shoes, but yeah, I mean, that's basically it.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it is the same thing.
Yeah. And look, I mean, idioms aside, conversations around that, this is the world that we live in. And the fact that this guy, by the way, he's renowned, he's beloved, right? This is not like a guy Hollywood doesn't like. In the last 3 months, including on a Bill Maher episode, one of his I smoke way too much pot episodes, not like his show episode. He freaking popped off there too, saying that wokeness is a real fucking problem. He's like, wokeism is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's destructive. Yeah. So one thing, this is interesting, he says, but here in Mexico, normies don't listen. They believe wokeness will make them smarter and the good guys. Well, yeah, it's the same thing here. I mean, it's the same problem. What you need to do is counter their information. And the big issue here, and this is something that the moderates and the right have a hard time with, is it's the emotional element, right? Or as Carrie likes to say, it's the emotional elephant. Which is what leads people around. That is what the issue is. You need to appeal to their levels of emotion with facts. And the easiest way of doing that is to really point out how DEI is actually pretty fucking racist, if you think about it.
Oh, it's the racism of
bigotry of low expectations.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You
Well,
got it.
yeah, and what you have to do is point out and show them that basically what this means is that they are saying that minorities and women aren't as good as straight white men. If they're saying we have all this privilege, and they're basically saying we're better than them, right?
Yeah.
That's how you sell it to them. You basically say, this is what they're saying. They're saying that white men are better than everybody else because DEI is racist, and they believe that women and minorities cannot compete on their own merit with straight white men. That's how you sell it. That's how you basically tell it that it's fucking racism.
That's a fucked up shit right here.
Yeah. But there are some people who are going to go, you know what? I'm fine with it because it helps me.
Yeah. And again, what's unfortunate is we've created so many selfish, humans in the world over the course of the last, I don't know, decade or 2 decades or 3 decades since this shit worked its way through the educational structure where it was supposed to remain, right? Is thought experiments and not like
it was never supposed to be thought experiments. That's the issue.
You and I both know because we can go back to the Friedrich School, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just angry.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's almost impossible to get people to vote against Santa Claus.
Yeah.
If they think they're going to benefit from it, that's how they're going to see it.
Yep. Basically. Okay. Accurate report of 40 years in Hollywood added the industry's DEI efforts amounts to fascist totalitarianism, according to an account in the Times. Well, it is. It's 100% the case. The playwright and director who worked in Hollywood since the 1980s and is known for his trademark rapid-fire script dialogue did not shy away from criticism during an informal conversation at USC's Newman. I just want to say Rectal Hall, but I know that's not right. There's no room for individual initiative, Mamet said, on a film industry having experienced growth, mandatory decay, and death, especially in the wake of the recent Hollywood writer's strike. There'll be less work, he speculated, but the scripts will be better. Well, that's debatable too.
Well, no, actually, he's not wrong. I mean, again, this is a very thoughtful man. There will be less work. They're going to pick the best writers possible, people they think that can write good scripts and also convey a message. He's not wrong there.
Yeah,
he's very explicit. And look, we're already seeing it. There is a decent chance there will be only 60% of output this year in 2024 and 40% of output in 2025.
That's what, as far as like movies and TV shows or scripts in general?
Oh yeah, scripts, greenlit scripts for production. That's it. And it's going to continue to dwindle away. He's not wrong. I think the last estimate that I heard was like 22 to 28% of output, by 2030. Yeah, that's low.
Yeah, well, I mean, the funny thing about it, a lot of this stuff when it comes to the wokeism, the DEI, is that they basically have set traps for themselves unintentionally, right? And we kind of touched on it with the whole Title IX stuff, right? Yeah. That's basically how you get around it. You as a man, you just say you're a woman.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can call yourself whatever you want. I mean, you can beat the system by just beating the system with their stupidness.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what happened relatively recently, where there was a
jobs conference.
Jobs conference or it was a job fair for women, and you had these dudes show up, and they basically said they're non-binary, and they were like, "Nothing you can do about it." There you go. And basically he just talks about his kid and how she was in girls and didn't get into it because of nepotism, which I believe. I've never watched the series, but good for her on that. Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs, man. Sad state of affairs. And let's go get some super chats. Okay, got that. Randall Orser we put him to sleep.
Randall!
Toxic Manflu for $2 says, buy the damn merch. Beachpunk.us, bitches.
At Beach Pink.
Do you see Beach Pink?
Of course he did.
Misspelled our own website.
In typical Toxic Manflu fashion, beachpink.us.
Gets all the clothes you need. Cut socks and more. This is
Cock
one
socks.
hell of store. Footfunk.us.
No, it's Beach Punk. Fix that. Damn it.
Yeah, beachpunk.us.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, find beachpunk.us.
Thank you.
US. That's what I said.
Why do you do that every fucking time?
Because it's funny.
Not funny to me.
What's funny is you talked over the other guy going, no, it's Beach Punk.
I know.
But they'll remember the name now because it's funny. Beachpunk.us.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay. Hayden says, sorry, not Hayden. Jason. I'm fucking retarded.
Wait, it's not
That's
Hayden.
Jason. It's not.
See,
it's
Hayden is not letting me do my thing because he hasn't. Did he send a super chat?
You fucking missed it, dude. Right here.
I said.
There we go.
I know. I said that. I said Hayden. That's what I love to do. You got to let me do that when he sends a super chat.
Okay.
That's my job.
Jason Sandberg for $2. Mammoth Red FA. Haykick changed his mind. Okay. That's interesting. I'm going to fucking school you on this one, Tox. Toxic Manflu for $5. Sweet Jeebus Comics reading is even worse as a spectator. Does he still have Air K's meat in his mouth? Toxic Manflu, you're the one who misspelled Beach Punk to Beach Pink. Fight me, buddy. Bite me. Or bite me. Either which one works.
You guys did not even read that $50 super chat.
I read it earlier.
We read it earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. I scrolled back up to show it. To show that Hayden. Yeah, I read it.
Stoned.
Okay, I'm going to say this again.
Smoke weed every day.
Okay. Peter Chase Head Cop Tools for $5 says Mammoth had a radio show, Crazy Caller, rambling about Kubrick's 2001 spurned what became known as Toy and B. What's that?
No, this is all true. Yeah,
Toy and B titles.
Yeah.
See indie documentary. Resurrect Dead.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do.
Look. Say what you will about Mammoth, but he's still one of the writers that I look up to because he can write dialogue, and nobody can. The guy.
Indeed.
Yeah. The guy, Glenn Ross is still one of the greatest things ever written.
It is.
It's a good movie. I like turtles. Yeah, and State and Main is a genius thing about a relationship that's not about a relationship, but ultimately ends up in a relationship. And, like he pulls so many things together. This is a guy who thinks on like multiple levels at the same time. And so again, there's not that many guys out there that can do this, write fast dialogue. And it makes sense and it leads you somewhere and everything intertwines. Yeah, Tarantino. Yeah, okay.
He's good.
So yeah, but there's not that many guys.
Yep.
What about women?
It's not point me to a woman.
Even less of them, Tom.
I mean,
I gotta fuck with culture.
like when you start talking about women, you're gonna get that fucking America Ferrera bullshit and Barbie, where you're like, "What the fuck word salad did she just say?"
She PMSing.
Yeah.
Yep. Indeed. Goku McDuck for 50 Mexican peso says, here in Mexico, cereal mascots got banned because our dear government believes they make kids fat, and
They've
they
almost
do
been all
nothing to tackle the soccer mafia.
They've almost been completely moved out here in the U.S. too. There's a few left, but yeah, like for similar reasons. Did you guys talk about that Seinfeld movie? Is that where that came from earlier, or no?
What now?
No. What Seinfeld movie?
You didn't see that? Oh, I thought that's where
No.
it came from. Like Seinfeld's got this movie coming out. It's one of the new product biopic movies. It's about the Pop-Tart. It takes place in the 1960s.
I heard that was good.
I heard about that. Tox was talking about that the other day.
We watched the trailer earlier tonight on Toxic Femme. It looks interesting. The only thing downside is it's got Amy Schumer and Melissa McCarthy in it. Outside of that, it looks funny as hell. Outside of that, it looks really funny.
Is there a way to like unsubscribe from Amy
Just
Schumer?
AI them out of the movie. Let's just do that.
Yep. Toxic Man Flu for $2 says, "Fuck you, English language."
Yes, thank you, Davina. It's called Unfrosted. That's the name.
Unfrosted.
Davinia.
What did I say? Davina? I'm sorry. Davinia. Where do you see Davinia? Okay, got it here. Okay.
Scott Hughes. Scott Hughes for $2 says, "For Tom's incoming munchies."
Thank you.
Dude, okay.
I'm gonna need it.
Look, I owe Tom a lot because he actually figured out how to say beach punk. So I'm gonna send him his own super chat soon.
Beach punk, beach spunk, beach funk.
Stop
What?
it. Stop it.
What funk?
Why? It's your brand.
It's funny.
It's your brand.
What? I can't make fun of my own shit? Come on.
Well, no, it's like the Dick's family of product. That didn't sound good. That did not sound good.
You think?
Okay.
All right. We're going to memes because it's almost 2-hour mark.
Oh, fuck a clock.
Yeah.
Hey, could you show more of your personal messages on the right hand side?
Yeah, let's see them all.
Well, I don't have anything actually open, but you can see my groups.
Everybody could see it.
Damn it. I was trying.
Yeah.
Do you know how to do this at all?
No.
Great.
This is why I have Toxic Man Flu do this.
Did you play the memes thing? Don't we have like a thing you play before memes?
I have no fucking clue where it's at. Jesus Christ, Culture. You're asking way too much of me.
Okay, here it is. Wait, I'll play it.
All right, fine.
Penis. Gagging you with entertainment.
See, okay. I just want to say this to you, Tom. You and I are the only people on point tonight. And Brum. Oh, and Southern Belle. Well, that's all of us. Except for comics. Comics, you're not on point tonight.
Okay.
Okay. Now you can talk about
Oh my God, the cock.
I want to get this real quick from Radar Targaryen. For $1.99 says Gary versus Toxic Man Flu reading a New Yorker article. Honestly, that would be me and Gary reading versus Gary reading it. The funny thing is, I didn't get kicked out of 3 high schools. I'm just dyslexic. Gary just did a lot of drugs for his brain. I'm just naturally stupid.
Yes, but Ian, between you and Tox and Gary, I honestly feel like that'd be a 3-way that everybody would want to watch.
As far as like a train wreck of trying to read and write shit, yes, absolutely, I agree with you. Toxic Man Flu for $2 says the clip is literally called memes. Literally,
I know. I clicked on it. I'm working with amateurs here at Tox. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Read things.
Do you know how many fucking video clips we have in here? I mean, I had to scroll down looking for it.
No, it actually says meme. It actually says just memes. It's like, I don't know, that far down. It's not that far down.
I literally can't find it.
Oh my God, the silliness.
I found this.
Oh my God, the cock.
Dick. Oh wait, this is the other thing. That's not the thing you wanted to go to.
You're the one who popped it up.
No, I didn't touch that. Oh, okay.
That's fucking weird.
Okay, make that embiggen. Nobody can see that. I'm like 7 feet taller than you.
No, that's because that's just how short he is.
Oh.
Happy Culture? Is that better?
Wow. You almost are good.
Why does Culture look like Jesus Culture?
I'm Jesus Leia.
Indeed.
I got to get up at 5.
What the hell is this, Tom?
That was my response to that meme that they made. You missed the meme. That right there.
What the
That was my response to that.
Oh my
God. What is that?
It's goodbye horses, dude.
To that. I'm like, I had no idea what the hell was going on.
Culture Casino dancing, going, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
What the
I don't know what is going on there. It's like some nightmare fuel.
It's buffalo culture is what it is.
Okay, all right. Somebody save that because that's freaking messed up.
All right, bookmarking it.
Bookmark that. I bet you Talk's already. Well, what is this? Every episode that Culture joins Comics Division.
Each time when I come here, I am abused. Each time when I come here.
Who did that? Oh no. Oh no.
He's dancing to it.
Hobo Gandalf.
Hobo Gandalf.
Oh, Robbie, I want this badly.
It's Hobo Casino.
Why'd you scroll past it?
Abuse.
Look at this go.
He's gay.
Okay, you can now skip that.
No, it's starting to grow on me now.
Okay, you can skip that. You can move on.
I love
that's everything.
The song's still
I
going.
want that on my desktop.
Somebody hit the pause on that.
This is my music.
It's not. Yeah, this isn't it.
It's just perfect
Pause.
with it.
That's Tom playing it.
This is your song. Fuck you.
I need a drink.
Hey, look at that. We're on Twitter.
Elon guy.
I'm getting a drink. Fuck.
I didn't mean to drive him off. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. No big deal.
These are my friends. These are my friends.
Okay. I think that's all the memes.
Oh, that's bunk.
Well, I mean,
I wanted him to dance more.
I can.
Too late now. The song's done.
All right, yeah.
Oh, it is Goodbye Horses. Holy shit.
Told you.
I didn't know the music was on there too.
Yeah.
But now we need the Monday Meltdown thing with that song on it. That is amazing. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's got its own music already.
Yes.
I do not.
The anime music. This is
Put it back. I
great.
want to watch it.
No.
Put it back.
No.
I was watching that. Okay, let it play.
I hate all of you.
I love that. He's so cute.
Okay, Robbie might be my favorite person ever.
I just want the dance more than anything. I can use that.
Robbie, you need to send me this.
Yeah, this is golden.
The song is good though.
And it's a great song. And look at my moves, baby.
So is that like Chinglish or what's going on there? I'm trying to figure
Well,
out.
it's basically like an anime song.
Yeah, so that's what I
anime
mean.
song.
Yeah, somebody grab that. That might be the best thing that's ever happened on this show.
Oh yeah,
I hate it, despise it with every fabric of my being, but at the same time,
I was really laughing there. That wasn't even fake.
You might be a little high.
But you're also high as a kite.
I'm still thinking about it. It's fucking hilarious. I don't give a shit.
It is funny. It is 100% hilarious.
Smoke weed every day.
There you go.
Indeed.
All right.
Also,
hi everybody.
see if I
I'm
can-
Culture Casino, and Hobo Gandalf is going to be my cosplay for $25K.
Is it Chaplish? Okay.
Which means that you need to convince people to overcome YouTube's hatred of me.
Yeah, YouTube hates just people.
Well,
in general.
everybody's against you in general, Culture.
Yeah. Tim Hayes.
Purple Haze.
Celebrating 15 months.
You need to
as a member.
Can you?
I thought I started, but now I have to go look for it again.
It's actually easy.
Yeah, I know. You basically just filter it.
Yeah.
Of course, it helps if I can fucking type right. Alrighty.
All he said was hail.
Yes, I know. Well, thank you. You found it before I did.
Of course I did. I can produce. Look, okay, so here's a really interesting thing. If you're a solo live streamer, you have to do all this by your own self.
Yes. Okay. That is correct. That is correct, sir. You are correct, Jabba.
Yeah.
All right. Toxic Man Flu for $2. $2 says the clip is literally called memes. Literally.
He's right. I did it. I found it. I find it in it.
Well, Toxic Man Flu, the only person I blame is you for not being here, and you're my producer, so I win. Ha ha! Take that, you bastard.
Okay.
That's what you get for not being here.
Tox.
Love you, dude.
You're a douche, dude.
Hobo Gandalf the queer. He's not wrong.
You sleep in the extra bedroom next time.
That's cute. He thinks there's some next time. I'm kidding. We'll start with Bell on the outros.
Hey! Oh.
Hi, Southern Bell. Bell.
Bell? Aren't you muted?
Ground control.
I'm on. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought I was talking and I wasn't. That 25K culture. Who's going to be Aragon? And who's going to be Orlando Bloom?
I don't know.
In this stream and stuff.
I don't know. I'll reach out. I mean, I think Tom's definitely a dwarf. He has dwarf energy.
No, that's comics.
No. What? No. Comics.
Actually, that's culture because as we confirmed in Vegas, culture is actually.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
We have visual proof.
That's not true. I actually have a picture that shows I am at least 2 inches taller than you. Also, at the same time,
that's absolutely insane.
That's lies.
When you're laying on the bed, maybe.
Well, anyway, look. I mean, Ian is a sprite in our world.
You should have left it alone.
If I'm a sprite, you're a fucking pixie.
You were ahead, and then you fucked it up.
I was just concerned about Arwen and Orlando Bloom character. Depending on them, I'd be Arwen.
Okay, I have something important to show you.
Oh.
Well, this is Bell's outro. So
thanks. Yeah.
Right.
No, if it's your penis, you're gonna have to wait till it's your turn. We'll have Tom next.
I'm gonna it's my Gavin McGinnis moment.
Ooh,
Let's just be. I mean, Brahma's up next, actually, after Tom.
Is it my turn or not?
That's your turn.
Go!
Yeah, go ahead.
Jeez,
Okay, I just want to end this pizza debate once and for all.
Please don't get pineapple on your pizza. It's a scientific fact that pineapple goes bad the moment you put it on pizza. And so does the pizza baby. So please don't do that to me. Please don't do that to me.
There you go. Once and for all, ended.
Agreed.
Okay. Anything else, Tom? Before I throw you into the volcano of doom.
Spunk.
Gets all the clothes you need. Cut socks and more. This is one hell of a store. Footfunk.us.
Again.
Yeah, beachpunk.us. Okay, find beachpunk.us. US. That's what I said.
Go to beachfunk.us now to get all your cock socks and more.
Oh my god, the cock.
Sock.
Socks. On cocks. Cocks on socks.
That's true. It's the only place you get cocks on socks.
Indeed. Thank you, Tom. Anything else you want to plug?
Welcome, Culture.
Thank you, Tom. I love you too.
Yeah, but they told me if I ever come back to that place, I'll get kicked out again.
No.
Well, that's what you get for eating all the goddamn shrimp, Tom.
That's true. Well, they said it was all you can eat.
Yes, but they didn't meet. They meant lunch or dinner, not both.
Didn't say I had to leave.
That's a fair point. Thanks, Tom.
Thank
Hello.
you.
Hello. What do I got coming up? The gaming stream tomorrow night, and I also might do a watch along for the first part of the Avs game before the gaming stream. Wednesday we've got the Christian panel again on Carrie Smith's channel, and then back here for yelling at parked cars. And Saturday I've got bourbon and boarding, where we talk about hockey and have a little bit of bourbon. And it is the Stanley Cup playoffs right now, so come check that out. It's a fun time. Have a great night, everybody.
Thank you. And we have one more super chat specifically aimed at you, Culture Casino. Tox Manflu for $2 says, I'm vinegar and water in a bladder applicator casino. All right, I think he's calling you a douche.
Well, no, actually, he's the douche. He just said I am. So he's the douche, which I agree with. Speaking of which, I hold in my hand a Palm Pilot, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Palm Pilot wallet, which would allow you to actually have your Palm Pilot right here and your wallet stuff right here.
Only a douche would be carrying that.
And it would flip over and you could access your stylus and your memory card.
You know they don't make those anymore, right?
I know, which is why this is awesome.
More obsolete data with Culture Casino.
Indeed.
Speaking of which, you can check out a whole lot of videos tomorrow because apparently the world gave with both hands on stories. And
obsolete.
They gave with both hands and slowly jerked off the entertainment industry.
They really, really did, or at least the people that cover the entertainment industry, which is awesome.
Are we getting splooged with
information?
A lot of reports? Yeah, splooged with information.
Yeah. I may actually make 4 videos tomorrow on top of the 4 live streams that I'll be involved in. I'm not sleeping ever. Oh, by the way, Mr. H is, I've already started doing stingers for tomorrow. Got an intro in the works. And I think it's going to be an amazing stream. Check that out. Oh, and WW Pro might cover a bunch of stuff. There is a story that has not been reported yet. It's breaking news. You'll want to find that out. If you want to find great people talking about film and television, criticless.com has myself and Mr. Tom Connors on it.
Odin's also there.
Who is?
Odin.
Yeah, indeed. And so are all the salty guys. I'm just saying, if you want to come in contact with the best community possible that covers those things, that is not Rotten Tomatoes. In fact, our aim is to replace Rotten Tomatoes. Check it out. And lastly, because I am nothing but commerce, I will tell you that if you go to Beach Punk right now, there is some limited time merchandise there. And we're working on more ladies' accessories because I have been asked for more purses and shoes and all that type of stuff. So, yeah, you're going to want to check it out.
Indeed. Rhaegar Targaryen says, I heard that Odin guy has a movie blog.
He actually does. And as a friend of mine, I will say Odin talks about movies.
Yeah. Does he talk about movies?
He does.
Is it a movie blog?
Oh, yeah. And he
talks about
understands. Yeah, well, he understands financials and stuff.
Anyway, I'm going to just cut over because if not, we'll just keep rambling and we need to end it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone who hung out with us tonight. Thank you to everyone who donated, super chatted, and gifted memberships. I truly appreciate it. And
oh, wait. Bad Bill? I've owned a couple of Rolodexes. Okay, anyway.
He also mentioned that this is his Palm Pilot and is old. I am too. One of my favorite things that I had on my Palm Pilot was Dope Wars. Great game.
Dude. Okay, there were so many great things you could do with that, right? Okay, and Snake would interrupt your day, but for the most part, like you had a touchpad and a keyboard and like all your apps. You could send email. I mean, it was just great. I loved it. And then I got a BlackBerry, a Crackberry. We'll do that another time.
I should be working on a video tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. What I'll talk about, I will figure that out tomorrow.
I sent you several stories you could cover, but I'm whatever.
I know.
I mean,
you did. I'll talk about one of those things. Here's some credits, folks. Thank you very much, and we will see you Wednesday.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. A huge thanks to all the supporters. Without you, Comics Division would probably be hoeing on a corner somewhere.
Hey, Comics.
Hey, Culture.
Did you see the cock socks that the Tox put together?
Why would I want to see socks on his cock?
No. The socks with the cocks on them.
Why would I want to see socks with cocks on them? This is dirty.
No. Roosters.
What does roosters have to do with any of this?
No, because a rooster's a cock. Cock's rooster. It's a thing. It's a bird.
Why would I want to see a rooster's cock?
I don't think you're getting this. So my avatar, my tiki is like this rooster, right? The colorful plumage. You've seen it. I got it on my hat. I was wearing the hat tonight.
Aren't you always wearing a hat?
Yeah,
that's nothing new for you.
Okay. Did you see my cock shorts, my swim shorts, my cock shorts?
Why would I want to see your shorts with your cock hanging out? That's disgusting, dude. You should really go see a psychiatrist or something.
No. It's a rooster on the
One of these days, you're going to get yourself arrested for walking around with your cock out, dude.
Oh my God, the cock.
Okay, I am not Gavin McGinnis. I'm just saying, on the
Sir,
shorts.
put your cock back in your pants. You're coming with me.
Thank you all for watching. You are amazing.
I give up.
Good night, everyone.
I
We'll
am
catch you
known
next
to
time.
shoot people in the dick.